Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Play made by Deron Payne. Made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that will take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
Running on 2nd with White. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, here's Tua. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The give now to White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
2 now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. They have him back there because of the incredible things that he can do on punt returns, Brock, but this time he winds up giving the other side their incredible moment.
That's right. As a returner, you've got to field that ball clean first, and then second, keep it secure the rest of the way. There's 10 dudes on that other side. Like maybe even 11 if you got a punter who likes to hit. And their sole mission is to separate you from the ball at full speed. And if they're lucky, well, they're lucky they can return it back to the house for 6.
We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
play for him. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like it with those steps. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back-to-back carries here. And he's stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It's the Cleveland Browns left side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's go now.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here we go. Shot.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Robinson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Warrior 70. Go. Tight. 19 tight.
Daniels back to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Brandon Stevens has it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Finds his man Rice. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out.
All right, come on.
It's White on the give. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
pistol. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready.
Tua out of the pistol. Hauled in by Rice. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Go ahead.
They'll send him over right. White does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. White trying this straight ahead. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. It's a Rashad White touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Shut up. Go.
Here's the handoff. We're driving forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
65 catch. Set go.
Daniels from the pistol. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
On the ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, this is getting up early. Intercepted again. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarter.
They get it right back. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Daniels on first down. Buccaneers are holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in a sack, just like that.
Search. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hut, hut.
Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
1st down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule, it takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. They're working a couple yards past the line. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
44.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. White finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Sack. Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. On is Cade York for the PAT. And the kick is good. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. It isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They've got first down from the 31.
Ready, set.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Buffalo 18. Go.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here we go. Set.
To the line we go. They're set. First and 10.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
To throw, Daniels. As he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Solo left Zion.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. It's into the hands of Wright. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, they'll just have to go anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Here's second and 11. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They ruled him out of bounds. We've got third down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
He's back to throw. He's loaded another one up. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Keyword, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you, the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On the jump.
Offense to the line for second down.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Throwing now, Daniels. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Go!
Now Daniels to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. It's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Robinson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play brings up 4th and goal.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Come on, set!
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Tagovailoa from his end zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one ball's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rusher for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing again from their own end zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Charlie Banks incomplete. He arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. First and 10 from the 41. Play fake here. Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, here we go. Come 19, come 19. 70 range, go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And they pick him up again. And the Buccaneers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this game.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's going to be because of a play just like that, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. stopped. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Again, this is White. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Quick on the draw to White. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Finds Laporta. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
All right, come on.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the ground, it's White. And he will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Oh, it's a miss. He sends it right. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
While they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate, don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and one more stop here can very much end things.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Now it's White. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua out of the pistol. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
And the ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers when they're in the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
20, TX.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers have likely locked up the win right there. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Check go.
They give it to him again. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Ready.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's go now.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on 3rd.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Complete beyond the marker. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
He's on the move. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
From the gun, a run for White. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here's White again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Ready.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They run. It's White. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Go!
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. broke through the tackle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. Second down.
44. Ready.
Running it after the penalty. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Buccaneers approaching win number 7 on the year. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They give now to White. And he got real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He breaks the tackle, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Set. Ready. Set. Go.
Loading back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from D.C.